All right, next problem. So, first things first, per usual, every single time, as annoying as it might sound, we have to read the question first. So, how many full boxes can be made? Ooh, okay. How many full boxes can be made? Before I even continue, do you personally feel like the word full in the phrase full boxes is important? Do we feel like that's important? I will beg to say yes. Absolutely. I will absolutely say that that's important. So I'm going to underline that in red. And what I want, again, is how many full boxes we can make. Now, let's read the information. A warehouse receives some crates with items in each crate, and then they ship out a couple items. The rest are packed into boxes of 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and think about this, everybody. Right here, it says the warehouse receives 5 crates with 24 items in each. Let's go ahead and really take that down here. So we receive, so we get 5 crates, and each crate is 24 items, or has 24 items. My party people, think about it before we continue. If we're trying to consider how many total crates we have in this specific part of the problem, what operation are we kind of thinking about? Again, you see the word each, right? We see the word each. Which operation, multiplication or division, do we use to get that grand total? Yeah, multiplication. So I'm going to mark that down. I'm going to multiply these two values to get that total. I'm going to just mark that down. I'm not actually going to do the math. I'm just going to mark it down. This is strategy. You want to know what you're supposed to do before you actually try to do it. Next up, it says, then ships out 38 items. Everybody, if we're trying to talk about how many items we have, what does the phrase ships out? So then the warehouse company ships out 38 items. What does that tell you? Yeah, we're removing them. We're subtracting them. It's all about telling stories, right? It's all about telling stories. So allow me here to highlight this. Let me choose a different color. Let's grab purple. So ships out 38 items right there. So ships out 38 items. And that tells me subtraction all the way. Now from here, let's see if we can squeeze in this one last detail. Everybody, it says the rest of the items are packed into boxes of 6. Everybody, when we think about the word boxes, and packed into boxes of 6, if we're trying to package these into boxes of 6 and we're trying to see how many boxes we can make, it sounds like we're trying to see how many groups we can make. And I think we all know good and well that when we're considering the idea of making groups out of a total, that's division. That's division. When you're trying to see how many groups you can make, that is division. And so proudly so, we can go ahead and highlight this in green. The rest are packed into boxes of 6. We will divide the items left by 6. That is division. So let's go over the plan before we actually do it. We have this shipment that came in, and so we're going to have the total of the items because we have 5 crates, 24 items in each crate. We multiply to get that total. So whatever that total is, we got to subtract 38 from it because according to the story, we shipped out 38 items. So that's going to be subtraction right there. And so with what we have left, with the number of items that we have left, we're dividing by 6 because we're trying to pack them into boxes of 6. So now that we have this story lined up, let's follow the story, let's trust the math, and let's see that final answer. So here we go. 5 crates, 24 items in each crate. Let's multiply 24 multiplied by 5. 4 times 5 is 20, carry the 2. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 2 is 12. So we have 120. Perfect. There we go. Step 1, all good. Step 2, we are going to subtract 38 items. So we'll take 120 and we'll subtract 38. To do so, we're going to have to borrow, and that's totally fine. So we'll make that a 1 and make that a 10. 10 minus 8, that's going to be 2. And then we have 1 minus 3. Can't really do that, but I'll just count that as 11. 11 minus 3, that is going to give me 8. So far, we have 82. There we are. Boom. 82 items left. Now, at this last part, when we're trying to pack these 82 items into boxes of 6, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to divide by 6 into 82. Now, everybody, before I finish this pop quiz, what was that one word from the question sentence that I said is really, really, really potentially important? What was that word from the question sentence? Yeah, the word full. Right there, everybody. How many full boxes can be made? That's going to be very, very important. So I'm going to just circle that, maybe circle it again, maybe one more time just to troll you. But let's go ahead and do it here. 6 divided into 8, that is going to be 1. Subtract the 6, and we have 2 left over. From here, we are going to drop the 2 down and then divide 6 into 22. And my party people, 6 goes into 22 how many times? That is going to be 3. Perfect. And so we will then subtract 6 times 3, which is 18. And we have a 4 as the what, everybody? What does the 4 mean? This 4 at the bottom, what is that? What is that called? What is this? Starts with the R. Yeah, remainder. That is our remainder. Everybody, if we have a remainder, does that mean that that's a full box that we can count that as? Absolutely not. No. Nope. 9. No. I'm saying no all the different ways. So with that said, again, we need full boxes. Let me go ahead and just be a little more serious here and take that all out. But I think you get the point. Because we have a remainder, it doesn't even make sense for us to go to the decimals. We only have 13 full boxes. Let me write this here. These are 13 full boxes. And then this means over here, 1 partial. 1 partial box. A partial box does not count as a full box. Therefore, 13, my party people, 13 is the correct answer. So this is a problem where even if you did the calculations right, if you didn't pay attention to the wording of the problem, you may have assumed 14 was the answer, when indeed it's actually 13. So there it is.